It's a reasonably easy job and should only require 1/2 inch sockets, an adjustable, and then a 12 or 13 mil. So today we are going to be fitting a new Thetford Acromagic 5 into our 1995 Rialta. The reason we're doing this is because the old toilet, which is obviously nearly 30 years old, is leaking and no spare parts are available. So the original toilet has got imperial bolts on it, and the new Thetford has got metric, which is 13 mil. So that's why you have a 1/2 inch and a 13 mil. The old toilet was completely broken up inside, so the only solution is to replace it because parts aren't available for this Thetford model. The tools you should need are 1/2 inch to get into the easily accessible nut in there, and a socket with 12-inch extension to get into the nut, which evidently is in here. And in here is actually under here, impossible to get to. Then the socket comes off the back, off the end of the bar. So there's only one way in now, or two. We've tried screwdriver and crowbar to split the seat because there's no way of doing that unless you unbolt the ones on the bottom. Now we move to plan C, the good old faithful. We'll see how it goes. So carefully made cuts. And we may be in business. Let's have a go. Nope, that's still absolutely solid. Something's holding it somewhere. No somewheres are here, 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 and they are screws that go up from one mole into the other, which you cannot get to unless you take the toilet out and tip it upside down. So far, get my torch, wherever my torch is. See, keep your tools tidy. I may be able to get to the bolt down there. Can you see it in the corner? Just there. Only problem is my socket is over there. I could probably get my hand in, but it's not coming out again. So we continue with our little whizzy friend. You may ask, am I aware of all the various health and safety implications? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. See? Easy when you know how. It's a very simple refit. It's just 2 bolts and the water connection. On the new one, the bolts are on each side of it and they are revealed all the time. Yes, I did buy a new one first. And there you go. As easy as falling off a log, really. Come to me for more motorhome DIY tips. Anyway, back in. 30 years of crud. I think a bit of clean is required. We don't need those. See, look, someone's been sealing around this for some stupid reason. Now I have to unscrew things and refit things. Right, okay, I'll hold them upward. On the new toilet, the mounting bolts here have to go here and here, so we've got to do some repositioning. So I've removed all the screws here. Now we have to break this seal to try and move it. As far as I know, the tank won't fall off. We shall see. Nearly there. Excuse the shaky phone. And this one-handed. So there we go. The business end, as you might say, of a motorhome toilet. At this point, we've removed the flange, which is absolutely covered in clear sealant where somebody was trying to bodge something, and then cleaned all the sealant off of there. You can see that it's slightly off skewed to the centre. So what we have to do here is reposition so that we have the bolts at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, because the new toilet mounts there. So we'll just drill through and put the old big self tappers in. But first of all, we take the advantage of the not having a toilet and giving it all a good clean, making sure the shower drain is blocked up with some cloth to stop the filters getting full. Anyway, cleaning, here we go. Now, all clean and ready to accept the flange back in. I'm going a little bit belt and braces, and I'll be putting a ring of Sikaflex 522, which is adhesive sealant, and only get Sikaflex. Don't get your cheap stuff from large hardware stores, shall I say, because it's rubbish. Sikaflex is the one. This is not sponsored. And then I shall drill round with 4mm, which you don't just go by the size of the hole, because that's going to be slightly bigger, but 4mm is the right size for the screws. As I was saying, 4mm is the right size for the screws. So it should be slightly smaller. You can see a thread each side. Excuse the brake. That was a short cramp break brought to you by Pepe's Motorhome Repairs. So 2 thin beads, one around the very inside, one just outside, and then we'll position it inside. And then what we should have to get it at 9 o'clock is we have this hole, and this hole are already over screw positions, so we just need to drill some more. Now we're only going into the plastic. We don't go going in the whole length of the drill because we don't know what we might hit underneath it, so be careful. So at this point I've placed the flange, I've located the screws with a hand screwdriver just to get them, make sure they're straight. The mounting bolts which slide under here just in case something goes wrong. So I'm going to use the same method as doing up a car wheel. Do them diametrically opposing as much as possible. That's a bit stiff, that one. Try again. Try on that one again. So now we have a quick test fit to make sure everything is okay before it all gets screwed down tight. But the only challenge we have is making the connection. Now it's only one simple connection to make, which is, excuse me while I lift the toilet, that, and it quite clearly states that any final connections to anything on a motorhome should be flexible. That needs to come up 90 degrees to mate with this on the back. So with a little bit of hybridization there, I've managed to connect the UK 1/2 inch flexi pipe to the American style pump plumbing. So here we are, and this one is a much more convenient, if you'll pardon the pun, hand flush, halfway for just water, all the way for flush. So to round up this job, all you need is a socket with a 1/2 inch drive, a spanner with a 1/2 inch drive, some round nose pliers, a drill with a 4 inch drill, an angle grinder, a crowbar, a set of drills, a very long Stanley knife, flat screwdriver, crosshead screwdriver, 6 inch extension, many microfiber cloths, a dirty old towel to wipe stuff up, a door wedge, or to throw the old toilet which we've absolutely massacred to get it out.